Yo, do not attempt to adjust your dial. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. It's your boy Big Vern. This is App Stupid, the fastest growing sports and entertainment show on these YouTube streets. You're welcome. Holla at us. Hey, Monday, still getting busy. It's your boy Big Vern coming to you live from the App Stupid Studios. I was on a good break. I enjoyed the break, like I said before in the first segment. Also, we talked some Colorado Buffalo football. The Buffaloes, they were cherry picking and they picked the pepper. Yep. I don't know how they got a Big 12 game as masquerading as a bowl game, but hey, look, you play stupid games, you'll win stupid prizes. So, not going to go ahead and delay that. Moving on to USC. The USC Trojans, they have had an up and down season in their inaugural start to the Big Ten. Now, Lincoln Riley started the season off by beating LSU, and he ended the season by beating Texas A&M, the fourth best team in the SEC. Now, the SEC, everybody has this delusion that they're so head and shoulders above every other conference, and I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing that at all. That's complete horseshit, and you know it. The third best team in the conference, Tennessee, they went to Columbus. They got cooked in the horseshoe. And now you take the fourth best team in the SEC, Texas A&M, and then they end up losing to one of the bottom feeders in the Big Ten. They won't tell you this on SportsCenter, Fox 1, or any other outlet you go to and get nonsense and agendas shoved up your you-know-what. But we're not going to do that here. We'll give you a complete breakdown into what happened and how USC won this game when we come back from a quick 20 from a rap album we're promoting this month. This is Big Vern. Drop the spot. It's your boy Big Vern promoting a new rap album this month. Redman, Muddy Waters 2. Get it in stores where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the track is What's Hot, La 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 with Redman and Method Man, Don't You Miss, Ignorant, A, Hood Star with Kid Capri, Faith Evans, Pop the Trunk, Ghetto Motivation, I love that record, Kush with Snoop Dogg, Goofy, 1 O'Clock, and many more. Redman, Muddy Waters 2, in stores now. Hey, shout out to Reggie Noble, Superman lover. I love Redman's rhymes, man. Been rocking that since the 90s. Go get the album. It's a good album. Bring in the new year with some good music. So, when we get back into this, USC was able to run for 105 yards on an SEC defense. Now, I know a lot of people want to sit here and say, at one point, Texas A&M was really sitting at the top of the SEC. And I told everyone before Texas won out, I was like, they're going to have to play each other, and the winner is going to meet Georgia for the SEC championship game. That's how far along Mike Elko was running Texas A&M, and they were getting good. They were getting a great push. But just looking at this game, you had to scratch your head because not only did USC, and some of the stats, they were identical as far as your first downs, 24 to 25. That's going to be, like I said, that's super tight, super close on the margins. You got the same total amount of plays that they ran. The third down efficiency was really one or two ways. Either went on there. Texas A&M, they controlled the time of possession, 31 minutes and 53 seconds to USC's 28 minutes and 7 seconds. So they kept the ball on the ground. They also rushed for 150 yards against USC. And so you would be thinking that, hey, look, by all accounts of a team game concept, we were there. Also, if you look at it, USC had 3 picks in the game. So if you're looking at these numbers and you're trying to surmise what happened in this game, you're like, wow, this could have went either way, as a 35-31 predicted. But in that first quarter, Texas A&M is all over USC. They come right out of the bat. They're up 7-0. 7-0. And then that was Marcel Reed. He hooked up with Noah Thomas. And you're just like, wow. USC, they try to answer. They couldn't. You get out of that first quarter, and if you're an Aggies fan, you're thinking, hey, look, we got this thing under control. You're like, wow. You get Jaden Mavia. He hits Jacoby Lane for a 30-yard pass. All of a sudden, this thing in the second quarter is 7-7. You thought USC and Marcel Reed, they can answer, they can put some points on the board before halftime. No, going into halftime, this thing was 7-7. Third quarter comes out. They are looking to establish dominance and punch USC in the face. Marcel Reed, he hits Noah Thomas again for a 5-yard pass. This thing is now 14-7. Again, USC trying to answer with Mavia. They couldn't move the ball. They went ahead and punted, got it down. Marcel tries to go ahead and pretty much put Texas A&M up 2 scores. He wasn't able to cash his check, so they took Randy Bond, 27-yard field goal right through the uprights, 17-7. We are still in the third quarter. Still in the third quarter. Then Marcel Reed isn't done, dialing up more magic. He finds Jabari Barber for a 5-yard pass. All of a sudden, it's 24-7. And you got to be thinking at this point, USC is getting ready to get swept off the board. They are going to get embarrassed. That's when Mavia says, hey, look, wait a minute. Jacoby Lane, here's a 17-yard pass. Boom. Now this thing is 14-24. They are down 2 scores going into the fourth quarter. They are down 2 scores going into the fourth quarter. So they had a come from ahead loss. This was shocking to watch. Fourth quarter starts off. Here's Brian Jackson. He takes off with that 1-yard run inside the goal line. Boom. Now we at 24-21. You're down 1 score. And Texas A&M is trying to do anything and everything to keep the ship intact. Marcel Reed, he can't answer the call. Going back, Jacoby Lane, he gets that 15-yarder from Jaden Mavia. Now, USC is up 28-24. Keep in mind, this is the worst USC team out there in the Big Ten, because they were 6-6. And Texas A&M was cherry picking. This is another cherry pick gone wrong. And they were so thirsty for a win over the Big Ten, they wanted to go ahead and get the low-hanging fruit. And so you were the 4th best team in the SEC. Now you had to go ahead and pick a team that was 6-6 that benched their starting quarterback with 2 to 3 games left in the season. At 6-6 coming into this game, you all were cherry picking. Yes. An 8-4 Texas A&M team should have been playing another 8-4 team in the Big Ten. Oh my goodness. Anyway, USC is up 28-24. Then Marcel Reed, I'm talking about this dude is big time. A couple more weapons. I like where he's going. I want to see what they produce next year. But when he hit that 19-yard run and it was him going downfield, wow, that was big time. That was big time. And that's with 1 minute and 49 seconds left. 1 minute, 49 seconds left. Texas A&M, you think they got this thing wrapped up. Jaden Mavia played his ass off. And he put those interceptions out of his mind because when it was winning time, he led the Trojans right downfield. And with 8 seconds left, he hit Kyle Ford for a 7-yard pass. And that's the game. So, to recap, cherry picking gone wrong. Texas A&M had a huge third quarter. They were up 2 scores. USC comes back out of nowhere in the fourth quarter to put up 21 unanswered and win this game. And you gotta be shaking your head because all of the lies that they fed you to this point would lead you to believe the SEC is so superior, but their top teams are getting crushed in other conferences head to head. Again, if you are in the Texas A&M area, how do you feel about the game Saturday night? Do you like what you see for the future? This is Big Vern. I'll be back.